Hello everyone, my name is Pranav and I am a legal intern in Lexis and Company. So now today I am going to discuss the sources of international investment law. So now talking about the international investment law, it is a set of rules and principles that govern foreign investments by individual and companies in the other countries. The sources of international investment law are varied and complex. It can be basically divided into two categories, which is primary sources and secondary sources. So now talking about primary sources of international investment law include treaties, customary international law, and general principles of law. So now talking about the treaties, bilateral investment treaties, also known as BITs, and multilateral treaties, MIT, are the most important primary sources of international investment law. BITs are agreements between two countries that provide guarantee and protections to investors from each country. MIT are agreements between multiple countries that create a framework for investment protection and the dispute resolution as well. So now talking about customary international law. Customary international law arises from the consistent general practice of states accompanied by the belief that such practice are legally required, or for a specific term it can be known as opinio juris. It includes international law on foreign investment protection, including the prohibition of expropriation without compensation, the right of fair and equitable treatment, and the right of compensation in the event of expropriation. So now talking about the third primary sources, which is general principles of law. As you all know that general principles of law refer to the principles of law that are recognized by all legal systems around the world, such as the principle of good faith, the principle of legal certainty, and the principle of proportionality. They are the sources of international investment law because they are recognized by national legal systems and are incorporated into international investment laws as well. So now talking about the secondary sources. Secondary sources of international investment law include decisions of international tribunals and the writings of scholars and practitioners. So now decisions of international tribunals such as the ICSID, which stands for International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes, are important sources of international investment law. These decisions interpret and apply international investment law and establishes the legal precedents as well. So if we talk about writings of scholars and practitioners, basically scholar works and practical manuals can also be counted in this because it provides guidance for the interpretation and application of international investment law. These are the secondary sources which may be influential in shaping the development of international investment law. Winding up this, so now I'm going to wind up this video. If you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can ping me in the comment box. I will make sure that the query is resolved as soon as possible. Thank you so much and have a nice day.